Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention. We'd like to invite you to please take your seats as we'll be starting very shortly. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Mr. Chee Hong Tat, Senior Minister of State, Ministry of Transport, Republic of Singapore. Welcome, sir. Mr. Chee Tat, Senior Minister of State, Ministry of Transport, Republic of Singapore. Ms. Kwale Hoon, Chief Executive, Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore. Esteemed members of the maritime community, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the Maritime Manpower Forum organized by the Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore. So we're gathered here physically. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an exciting event. Let's give yourselves a big round of applause for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We have an exciting event. My name is Melvin, and it's once again my pleasure to be your MC. For those who have participated in events throughout the Singapore Maritime Week, I hope you have had an enriching time catching up on new and exciting areas of growth in the maritime world and reigniting friendships locally and globally. One vital force forward for any sector is talent and manpower. The Maritime Manpower Forum is an important anchor that closes this week of high-key discussions and conferences. The resilience shown by the maritime industry against the disruptions from digitalization and decarbonization and the onslaught of the pandemic will not be possible without a sturdy workforce and great stewardship at work. We are honored to have about 300 attendees joining us in person today for the conference and about 1,000 attending virtually, comprising representatives from the maritime industry, including port authorities, maritime administrations, ship owners, operators, class societies, and technology solution providers, maritime union, maritime youth ambassadors, industry associations, institutes of higher learning, amongst others. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's invite our guest of honor, Mr. Chee Tat, Senior Minister of State, Ministry of Transport, Republic of Singapore, to deliver his keynote address. SMS, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to all of you. We are rounding off this year's Singapore Maritime Week with a focus on talent development. As Minister Iswaran said in his opening address on Monday, strong talent development underpins the transformation of the maritime industry. In my speech during the Committee of Supply debate last month, I outlined our vision and growth strategies for Maritime Singapore and how these plans would create rewarding career opportunities for our workers. We first launched the Sea Transport Industry Transformation Map, or ITM, in 2018, with a target to grow the sector's real value add, or VA, by 4.5 billion Singapore dollars. And we also want to create more than 5,000 good jobs over a 10-year period from 2016 to 2025. These targets were proposed in a different operating environment. We did not have the challenges from the COVID-19 pandemic in 2018, as well as more recent disruptions to the world economy and global supply chains, such as the Russia-Ukraine conflict and rising interest rates. When we launched the refresh ITM earlier this week, we updated our targets over a 6-year period after carefully reviewing the assumptions and likely scenarios for the next few years, such as the risks that the world economy could face, headwinds in our new window period from 2020 to 2025. The updated targets of 2 billion Singapore dollars in real value add growth. That means the nominal VA growth minus inflation, and creation of at least 1,000 good jobs for locals between 2020 and 2025 represent a realistic outlook for Maritime Singapore. They also recognize our growth momentum and the potential for new investments in areas such as digitalization and decarbonization to open up more opportunities for our companies and our workers. It is not a given that we will achieve these targets? Because we are now operating in a more challenging global environment than before. However, we have confidence in our strengths and capabilities, which can be seen from the sector's resilience during the pandemic. In addition, we have an important enabler in Singapore, which is our strong tripartite partnership between the government, industry, and unions. This is a pillar of strength for Maritime Singapore as we embark on industry, company, and workforce transformation. To create the 1,000 good jobs for locals, we'll have to create more than 1,000 good jobs in total from 2020 to 2025. The companies that are investing or expanding in Singapore will require some of the newly created jobs to be filled by foreigners to complement our local workforce, especially in areas where we do not have enough locals or where specialized skills are needed. This is why I believe it is very important for Singapore to remain open and connected to the world, and to welcome international talent to complement our local workforce. If we want to remain competitive as a maritime hub and achieve our growth targets and create good jobs for our people, it is not possible for an inward-looking society to be a maritime hub. There is no such thing as an inward-looking hub. In an earlier speech in Parliament, I spoke about a stone boat built by Emperor Qianlong in the Summer Palace in Beijing. He hoped that the Qing dynasty would be like the stone boat, unshakable and unsinkable. Unfortunately, the stone boat is also unsailable. And we know what eventually happened to the Qing dynasty. Because it became an inward-looking society that was risk-averse and resistant to change. When we build ships, it is not to anchor them in the harbor or in some lake in the Summer Palace. It is to sail out to the oceans and reach new lands. The key to surviving stormy seas and navigating uncharted waters is to build well-equipped ships and to have a well-trained crew. Today, I'll speak about how we will partner maritime companies and unions to attract talent, nurture our workforce, and transform workplaces. Together, we can create better jobs, better workplaces, and better workers for Maritime Singapore. The author of The Little Prince, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, said, "If you want to build a ship, don't drum up the men to gather wood, divide the work, and give orders. Instead, teach them to yearn for the vast and endless sea." So beyond paying competitive salaries and offering good progression opportunities, which are important, we need to attract young locals to pursue maritime careers by giving them a strong sense of purpose and let them know how they can contribute to a better future. Maritime workers make important contributions to a vital industry that underpins Singapore's survival and prosperity. They play a key role in keeping global supply chains going and ensuring that communities have access to essential goods. At a recent logistics industry forum, I said supply chain management is like breathing. When we are able to breathe freely, we forget that air is critical for our survival. Likewise, it is only when the flow of goods is disrupted and blocked that we appreciate the importance of smooth-flowing and resilient supply chains and the vital role which our maritime companies and our workers play. In addition, there are emerging challenges with digitalization and decarbonization, which, as I mentioned earlier, will open up new opportunities to make the maritime sector a more efficient and sustainable industry. So whether you are a student looking for a promising industry to start your professional journey, or a mid-career individual looking for a new job, there are multiple pathways for you to join the maritime sector and make a difference. Students can pursue maritime-related courses such as nautical studies and maritime business at our institutes of higher learning. Those who want to sign up for a career at sea can work towards obtaining their certificates of competency or COC through courses offered by the Singapore Maritime Academy. Our tripartite partners also provide scholarships and awards, such as a tripartite maritime scholarship, to support and develop our local seafarers. We will continue to work with our institutes of higher learning to grow the pipeline of maritime students. For example, NTU has increased the intake for its Bachelor of Science in Maritime Studies by more than 30%, from around 80 annually to 111 last year. And it is aiming for a cohort size of 120 in 2022. We have a compelling offering for our youths to benefit from the many exciting opportunities in the maritime sector. But we need advocates to help spread this message. MPA and SMF will be rolling out the Maritime SG Youth Ambassadors Program. We will bring on board youths who are passionate about maritime issues to engage their peers and let them know more about what Maritime SG offers. We look forward to appointing our first batch of youth ambassadors next month. Mid-career workers who are interested in maritime can join the Career Conversion Program for sea transport professionals and associates to undergo skills conversion. Since 2018, around 200 mid-career individuals have benefited from this program. I would also like to congratulate the 20 graduates of the COC Class 4 and 5 Special Limit Training Program who are here with us today. Maybe a round of applause for our graduates. Thank you. Our graduates, you have successfully completed your rigorous training to serve on board hovercraft operating within Singapore's port waters. Welcome to the maritime sector, and I wish you all the best as you set sail on your seafaring careers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, attracting good people into our sector is important, but that is only the first step. We must also offer rewarding careers with ample opportunities for continuous learning and skills upgrading for both seafaring and shore-based careers. Seafarers can work towards becoming shipmasters or chief engineers after attaining their COC Class 1. They can also transit to senior shore-based management roles, such as marine superintendents or technical superintendents, after spending some time at sea. To provide more support for our local seafarers, we have launched the Sail Milestone Achievement Program, or what we call Sail MAP, MAP. And this is to provide each seafarer with up to $50,000 when they attain key career milestones. And this includes a bonus of $10,000 when they sign on to their first vessel as a COC Class 3 or 5 holder. The incentive payments help to support their income when they are not sailing, so that they can focus on upgrading their seafaring skills and knowledge during these periods. MPA has also worked with our institutes of higher learning to offer senior seafarers the opportunity to pursue advanced studies, to ease their transition into shore-based roles. Seafarers with the COC1 qualification can apply to NTU's Master of Science in Maritime Studies or NUS's Master of Science in Maritime Technology and Management. This recognizes that our COC1 holders have acquired valuable work experience and skills in the maritime sector, and they are ready to pursue a Master of Science together with their peers with university degrees. For shore-based workers, we have various training courses supported by our Maritime Cluster Fund to equip our workers with new skills and knowledge in areas such as sustainability and digitalization. We'll also continue to invest in grooming leaders and managers through initiatives such as the Maritime Leadership Program. In a global business like Maritime, our local talents must have international exposure in order to take on senior leadership roles. MPA offers the Overseas Attachment Scheme and Global Talent Program to encourage companies to provide such opportunities for locals. We are keen to groom a pipeline of local talents who have a good understanding of Southeast Asia and can develop strong professional networks with our foreign partners. They will play a key role in helping their companies to benefit from our region's dynamism and growth. MPA will enhance the co-funding support under the Overseas Attachment Scheme and Global Talent Program to place greater emphasis on Southeast Asia. The quantum of support will be 20% higher for employees who are sent to ASEAN countries compared to other locations. So we will still fund other locations, but if you send your employees to ASEAN countries, we will fund you 20% more. Besides sending our local workers overseas for their development, our Maritime Hub must also remain open to ideas and talent from abroad. MPA is working with our tripartite partners to attract seafarers from our region to train in Singapore and to further their careers with Maritime Singapore. Not all of them will remain in Singapore after their training. Some may go back to their respective countries, but they form like an alumni for us, a network that we can tap on, that all of you can tap on. We're still working out the details, but the concept is to make Singapore a regional training center for maritime, skills upgrading for our workers, maritime training. I think we can play a role in this regard. It will be a win-win for the region, for our companies, for our workers. And we can do this because we have a trusted brand name, we have good connectivity, and the quality of our training courses offered by our unions and by our institutes of higher learning, I think that is very well regarded. So we have some strengths that will enable us to play this role. Another area is technology and innovation. Maritime leaders can benefit from views and experiences of professionals and experts from around the world. This is why MPA Academy launched the inaugural Maritime Transformation and Innovation Program, which was held alongside the Singapore Maritime Week this year. The program brought together 20 senior officers in maritime administrations from 15 countries to learn and share valuable insights on innovation, transformation, and change management in their organizations. So I've covered attracting talent, nurturing our workforce. Last but not least, maritime companies must continue to work closely with government and unions to transform our workplaces through job redesign, so that we can make every job a better job, and we can then attract and retain local workers to join the sector. To explore the potential of job redesign, MPA has worked with SMF to initiate trials for suitable job roles in the sector. For example, technical superintendents oversee the safe and efficient operation of ships. And this is a very important and also a very good job. It is essential for the maritime sector. However, our pool of qualified local talents is, at this moment, still very small, because the job traditionally requires extensive seafaring experience. Now, if the job can be redesigned and restructured to enable those with fewer years of seafaring experience to perform the role, this will open up opportunities for more locals to take up such jobs. Of course, we must make sure that safety, quality, standards are maintained. But through job redesign, through the use of technology, if we are able to reduce the number of years of prior seafaring experience so that some of this can be picked up when they take on these roles, I think that will be a win-win for our industry and for our workers. We hope to be able to share the outcomes of these trials and also the key takeaways at the end of this year so that we can encourage adoption of job redesign by more maritime companies. So if you're a company looking to kickstart your job redesign efforts, I would like to make a pitch here for you to consider setting up a company training committee, or what we call CTC. And this is done together with our unions. CTCs provide a useful tripartite collaboration platform to help companies customize and develop strategic business transformation plans, strengthen business capabilities, redesign jobs, upskill our workers. We received positive feedback from companies like Smith Singapore, which formed a CTC with the Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering Employees Union in 2020. Smith Singapore went through NTUC's Operations and Technology Roadmap workshops and produced a 3-year strategic plan with 16 action items. This included leveling up its staff's digitalization capabilities through training, as well as job redesign to future-proof their services. It is a win-win outcome for employers and for workers. I'm heartened that Smith Singapore was convinced of the value of the CTC and recommended it to their sister business units, Keppel Smith Towage and Smith Salvage. Our other maritime unions have also set up CTCs with some of their companies to pursue various transformation projects. To sweeten the package and provide further support for these efforts, I shared during the recent budget debate that the Ministry of Finance has given a $70 million grant to NTUC to provide co-funding for our CTC companies when we embark on job redesign and other business transformation projects. So this will help to make every job a better job, every workplace a better workplace, every worker a better worker, and then we can enable the better workers to take on the better jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude. Maritime Singapore has many strengths, but our key competitive advantage comes from the quality of our people and the strong trust and relationship between our tripartite partners. These assets have been developed and strengthened over the years. They may be intangible. You may not be able to see the partnership because it's not a piece of hardware, it's not an infrastructure, it's something which is intangible, it's about trust, it's about relationship. But you can see the outcome where we produce good results and we will achieve more together. And unlike technology and equipment, which others can also buy, these assets, these strengths are not easily replicated elsewhere. It is our secret sauce, or maybe not so secret sauce, to integrate the different elements of Maritime Singapore. I say not so secret because we talk about it quite openly, and we encourage others to also adopt the same tripartite model. We share openly, and we also want to learn from other jurisdictions in terms of what are some of the best practices. It is an ongoing learning process for all of us. But this is, I believe, our important enabler. I'm confident that if we can continue to build on this strong foundation of trust and invest in developing our people, both growing our local workers, our local workforce, and also remaining open to complementary foreign talent, Maritime Singapore can sail further and grow to greater heights for many more years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, SMS. SMS, please remain on stage for the Certificate of Competency COC Special Limit Graduation Ceremony. The COC Special Limit Training Program prepares seafarers to serve on board ships operating within special limits near Singapore. We are here today to celebrate the achievements of graduates from the program. The following graduates have not only completed their training, but have also attained their COC to embark on their careers in seafaring. First, we have graduates from the COC Class 5 Special Limit Deck Training Program. First and foremost, let's welcome and a round of applause for Sukumaran, son of Raja Gopal. Thank you and congratulations. Let's give a big hand for Muhammad bin Ismail. Big hand. Congratulations. Next, let's welcome Lee Go Guo Chiang Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. Next, let's welcome Daniel Jacobus. Congratulations, Daniel. Next, we have Muhammad Noor Ramdan bin Muhammad Afindi. Congratulations. Congratulations and thank you. And joining us next, let's give a big hand to Sivalingam, son of Tanabal. Congratulations. And next we have Muhammad Akil bin Ibrahim. Round of applause, please. Congratulations. And following him, we have Taufan Firdaus Susilo. Congratulations. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have Muhammad Iskandar bin Muhammad Ismail. Congratulations. We'll now have a group photo. Please remain with us, SMS. And to take a group photo with the graduates from the COC Class 5 Special Limit Deck Training Program right now. Once you're in position, graduates, please remove your mask when you're in position. Let's give our videographers and photographers some time. Please have your photos in front of you. Let's give them all a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Thank you very much. SMSG, please remain with us. Recipients, congratulations, and we'll invite you back to your seats. Congratulations, and remember to put on your mask as you go off stage. Thank you. Next, SMSG will be presenting the Certificate of Completion to graduates from the COC Class 5 Special Limit Engine Training Program. And first and foremost, let us invite and give a hand for Muhammad Omar bin Zaini. Thank you and congratulations. And next we have Khairil bin Omar. Congratulations. Congrats. And last but not least, let us have Muhammad Saiju bin Sajahan. Congratulations. We'll now have a group photo. May I now invite the graduates on stage for a group photo together with SMS Chee. Let's space out a little bit more, shall we? Okay. Is that okay? Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand, please. Congratulations. Okay. As I mentioned, please stay with us. Recipients, we invite you to your seats. Please remember to put on your masks. We have one last group of graduates. And now we have officers who have progressed from COC Class 5 to COC Class 4 to be qualified Master and Chief Engineer of the Special Limit Trade. For COC Class 4 Special Limit Engine, we have Chief Engineer Faroz Khan bin Muhammad Yusuf. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And now we have Chief Engineer Shi Liang Jin. Congratulations. And last but not least, we have COC Class 4 Special Limit Deck. We have Captain Muhammad Faiz bin Jakaria. Congratulations. Thank you very much, SMS Chee. We invite you to your seat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for helping us with this segment. And congratulations to all. We congratulate our young cadets on the completion of their courses and wish them well on the beginning of their journey to be captains of our seas. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give them all a big round of applause, please? Congratulations.